Quiet when Shannon Miles walked into the Houston courtroom, you could only hear the sound of the shackles around his ankles and waist. A show of force looking on as several dozen sheriff's deputies stared down the man accused of killing their fellow officer.
He unloaded the entire weapon into Deputy Goforth.
Prosecutors gave the most detailed account yet of how Shannon Miles allegedly ambushed Deputy Darren Goforth as he was walking back to his patrol car at pump number 8.
And he runs up behind Deputy Goforth and puts a gun to the back of his head and shoots. Deputy Goforth hits the ground, and then he continues to unload his gun, shooting repeatedly into the back of Deputy Goforth.
The prosecutor says Miles emptied all the rounds from his .40 caliber handgun, 15 shots in all, before walking to his truck and driving away from the scene. Deputy Goforth left dead in a pool of his own blood, shell casings on the ground around him. On this spot now, a memorial of teddy bears and flowers has blossomed in Deputy Goforth's honor. The deputy often patrolled Brian McCullough's neighborhood. That's why he and a team of volunteers have stood vigil around pump number 8, organizing a collection for Goforth's wife and 2 children. So far, they've raised more than $80,000, plus another $110,000 online.
This is what he would want, is us looking after his family. I know that he was going off duty when all of this happened, and he was a man that was a family man, and the only thing on his mind was getting home and being with his family.
Investigators say ballistics tests linked the shell casings at the crime scene to a handgun found in Shannon Miles' home garage. But not much is known about the murder suspect. Miles' family has not spoken out, and other family and friends have stayed quiet. The motive in the shooting, which investigators describe as cowardly and cold-blooded, is still unclear. But the sheriff says Deputy Goforth was targeted because he wore a uniform.
This rhetoric has gotten out of control. We've heard Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Well, cops' lives matter too. So why don't we just drop the qualifier and just say lives matter and take that to the Bible?
Shalom, Yasharala. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, and Karkadash. I want to give divine honors to our apostles, the teachers of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, sincere I can push in this truth across the 4 winds. Well, we've heard Black Lives Matter and all lives matter. What about cops' lives matter too? You see what I'm saying? It's not funny when the rabbit has the gun, man. All right? And the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. All right? The triumphing of the wicked is for a short time, man. All right? That's what we see, man. That's what we seen going on in this clip. The so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, nothing's white about him, nothing's pure about him. He's red, all right? He came out like a hairy garment, red all over, all right? The non-melanated so-called white man is the red Hebrew Edomites according to the Bible, all right? And they have a judgment written for their asses. And we see in the beginning of it in this clip, man. Our weapons of warfare are not carnal, and we don't push getting weapons and coming to kill this devil. All right? The vision is written for an appointed time, and we're waiting on an appointed time when all hell break loose and civil unrest come, and we waiting for our great king, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahushua, to raise up from the thicket, raise up from his thicket and come deliver us and give us powers from on high to take down our devil. We're not going to use carnal weapons, guns, knives, missiles, so on and so forth. All right? But I'm saying all that to say this. All right? The Most High gave us these scriptures to keep us in reality and locked into the seasons and the times. All right? And what we're seeing in this clip, man, is Jacob saying, I've had enough. All right? What we see in this clip is our people waking up out of sleep and slumber and out of this, what you call that Stockholm Syndrome state, and saying this devil is our enemy. They're coming up and getting into reality. This devil just got so ridiculous in his oppression to the point the people are saying, fuck this. It's time to get aroused. And that's what the scriptures say was going to happen in the last days. All right, so I'm going to go through a few precepts, and then I'm going to go on the comment board and show how people saying is waking up. They're not waking up to knowledge according to the scriptures, but they're carnally waking up, okay? So these prophecies are speaking, man. This is Genesis 49. I'm going to start at verse 8. Judah, the proper way to pronounce this is Yahweh. All right? Thou art he whom thy brother shall praise. Thine hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. All right? Us so-called Negroes, we're in the hand of our enemies, man. All right? The so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, all right? He's our enemy. And we're in the neck, all right? The neck represents power, all right? This devil has us in a position of servitude, lording on us with great rigor. And he's been doing it for the last 200 years, man. Oppressing us, subduing us, and doing everything unseemly under the sun to us. And we're the neck of our enemies. So it's essential when you come to this truth, you have to know who your enemies are. All right? Willie Lynch implemented that formula of pinning us against one another during hardcore slavery. When we was brought from the western coast of Africa and Spain and brought here to the shores of America and put on various plantations, all right, they implemented the formula of pinning us against one another and making us fight against ourselves. All right? So when you look at the vast majority of people when we commit the transgression of murder, we kill each other. And that was set up through the Spirit according to Deuteronomy 28 chapter. But now our people are coming into reality, and they saying that this devil is our enemy, okay? Because he's just going ridiculous. These cops have gotten ridiculous, and they're slaying our people, man. Smiting our people, all right? And our people are starting to wake up. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art going up. He stoopeth down. He couches as a lion. And that's how our people been. Like a lion that's crouching, laying down, all right? Dormant, all right? Like a lion with no courage, like on The Wizard of Oz. All right? And when they do get roused up, they rouse up against each other in the Uncle Tom vibration. All right? He crouches as a lion, as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up? And the so-called white man is rousing Judah up. All right? And the way he's rousing it up is just by killing unarmed men, slaying after slaying. He flinched. He moved. He looked like he went for a gun. All right? Now, at the end of that clip, you seen where the narrator said this was a cowardly and heinous act, all right? But this guy, the cop had a gun. The cop had a gun. But when we get shot for the people, it's just account after account of our people getting shot with their hands up, asking the cop to don't shoot, and the cops are killing them. There's cases of guys in fucking handcuffs getting shot in the back of their head. All right? And it's just case after case of unarmed so-called Negroes just getting shot day after day by these cops. They're not getting called, what they've done, the actions they've committed is not getting called heinous, and they're not getting called cowards. All right? These killings are justified. Now, we got to listen to the narrator when you look at the clips. You know, we don't buy it. We don't know what the motive is. We don't know if this guy was fucking this guy's wife, if this guy had then pulled him over and did something unlawful to the man, you know, or the man that just fed up from looking at the news and saying, man, look, we need some fucking payback, all right? And that's not what we promote, all right? Us at Great Millstone, we live according to the scriptures, The scriptures say in the last days, seconds, and times, we're going to wait on our king to rise up from the thicket, rise up to the prey, and come deliver us. Our weapons of warfare are spiritual. The only weapons we have is these scriptures. Go out and teach these scriptures and live according to these scriptures. We do not tell our people to go buy guns and go kill cops. All right? All things are lawful for us, but that is not expedient. All right? We waiting on our great king to endow us with spiritual power. Okay? We're not going to use guns, muskets, knives. We're not going to use missiles. All right? We're going to get that holy power. That power from up high, all right? We're going to walk on water. We're going to fly. We're going to disappear and reappear. We're going to be Marvel comic action heroes, man. That's the kind of power we're going to get. Dragon Ball Z type powers. That's what we want, all right? We're not using none of this devil's corner powers to go to war with him, all right? But, yeah. Judah's getting roused up. The guy, and then it was like a crime. What did they say? A crime of passion. Let that man out of jail. He emptied the whole clip. The first shot was a kill shot. He shot him in the back of the head. Okay, so that was anger. The Most High sent one of them spears. He sent to deceive Ahab. Put one of them spears on the left hand side to go do that work, man. After he shot him in the back of the head, that was it. He was gone for. He was in the spirit realm. But then he emptied the clip in him. And this is a precursor of things to come in the society. When the society breaks down, this is already in the scriptures. All right, but I want to I'm gonna stay in the book of Genesis. It showed, man, that it's all set up through the spirit that the so-called white man is our enemy. You have to know who your enemy is, man. That's some of the sincere milk, man, because our people look at this devil as if he's your friend or he's your brother. All right? Because y'all, what's the philosophy in America? We all bleed red on the inside. But it's like, motherfucker, you can't read? Can you get a book and read history? Does it look like we're equal? Do he treat us like you're a brother? This is Genesis 25. I'm going to start at verse 23. And it reads, and Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right, we are created to be separate from each other, not to be together, rocking together in unison. The only way you can rock together in unison, you have to live according to this devil's laws. His laws promote homosexuality, bestiality, adultery, what else? The killing of babies, abortion, all right? All of his laws are at enmity with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, all right? His laws are all about going in other people's lands, spoiling them of their natural resources, all right? The Most High separated us. We are holy people. We are set apart people. We are honorable people. He told us, thou shalt not steal. The white man, so-called white man, is a thief, all right? Everything he's got is from spoiling other nations. Everything. All right? He's trusted in uncertain riches and got them by deceit and the sword. Okay? We're nothing like him, so we can't to be joint unto him. We're supposed to be separate from him. Okay? And if you're joint unto him, according to the Proverbs 11 chapter, it say that you're going to drink of the same cup he's going to drink. When he's reap what he's sown, you're going to reap that same fire indignation that he's going to that's going to befall on him, according to the scriptures. All right? You're supposed to be separate from your enemy and choose none of his ways. And the one people shall be stronger than other people. And you can look at that when you look at sports. You look at football, basketball, any physical thing. You can see easily that our people are stronger than the so-called white man. Track and field, anything that's physical, you can see we're stronger. And you can look at even in our lower state, the way we had to go through this slavery. Our people's spirits are still strong. If the so-called white man had to go through what we went through, hardcore slavery, they'll kill themselves. All right, it'll be an epidemic of slaves killing themselves in great numbers, in genocidal numbers, if they had to go through what we went through. But we're still persevering. All right, so we're stronger than them. They couldn't go in 3 days of slavery that we went through. They would all kill themselves. That's when pressure comes on the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, he becomes suicidal. When things don't go his way, he kills himself. All right, so he's a weak man. And the elder shall serve the younger. Okay? And when her days and Jacob and Esau were twins, and Esau came out first, and Jacob came out holding his heel. All right, and it said that the elder shall serve the younger. So the Most High created so-called white people to serve us. All right, and they're going to build up the kingdom of heaven in hardcore slavery. All right, and when days were to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first come I read. All right, the so-called white man is not white. That's why we say so-called white man. White represents purity. All right, no blemishes, not tainted. That's what white represents. All right, nothing is pure about the so-called white man. He's abominable filth. Okay, he's red. All right, and the reason he's red because you can see through he has no pigmentation. All right, he has no melanin. You can see the blood come forth through his skin. All right, and that's how it was for people that had leprosy. All right, he's a clean leper, a leprous dog. All right, all over like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. All right, so Esau is the patriarch of the so-called white race, the people you know as Caucasians. All right, the people you know as Anglo-Saxons. All right, they are identity thieves because we're the original Anglo-Saxons. We're the authentic Jews. All right, they're parasites. All right, and they are our enemies. The scriptures plainly tell you that they are our enemies. Okay, and I'm gonna go over here to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, to show that. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28. All right, and where is it? Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. And America is Egypt. All right? America is Egypt. When you look at the back of your dollar bill, all you see a Egyptian pyramid. When you go throughout America, you see Egyptian paraphernalia. You see the Egyptian Felix up in Washington, D.C. When you go to Las Vegas, you see an Egyptian pyramid, the Mirage, the Egyptian pyramid. All right. When you go to Tennessee, it's named after Memphis, which was a city in Egypt. All right. And Egypt, when you go into that Greek word, Egypt is derived from the Greek word Egyptos, which means bondage. All right. And this is where the children of Israel came to the house of bondage. All right. When you read the Revelation 11 chapter, it says this is spiritual Egypt. All right. So the so-called white man is spiritual Egyptians. All right. And guess what? We came here on cargo slave ships. That's how we got here, on cargo slave ships. All right. And it wasn't a love boat. By the way, I spake of unto thee that thou shalt no more see it no more again. And there you should be sold unto your enemies. We were sold unto our enemies. The so-called Africans, who are the Hamites, and the Arabs, who you know as, the Ishmaelites, who you know as Arabs, they sold us unto the so-called white man. They rounded us up, caught us in the land of Ham, and they sold us to the so-called white man. And we were sold unto our enemies. The so-called white man is our enemy. For bondmen, bond women, and no man shall buy you. And when they say no man shall buy you, nobody redeemed us. Nobody came to guide us out of their hand. And we were sold as slaves. That word bondman means slaves. So you can't get around it, all right? But the scriptures say in the last days say that we would get roused up, all right? We would be like an old lion and getting roused up, and that's what you see on that clip. All right? And we would raise our heel against our enemy. All right? And you see that going on now. Now look at this comment board. I'm going to go back to the clip. Look at the comment board. It's funny, too. I was laughing when I was looking at this shit. All right? Jake something. This is Tim Williams. All right? This is the Spirit Judah getting in. Not guilty. Justified. He feared for his life. The guy is being sarcastic and he don't have no pity that the cop got his ass knocked off. Because we just seeing our people get killed day in and day out. All right, only a fool would have pity for a cop getting killed. Only a goddamn fool. And you got a lot of Jake that's still going to have pity for that cop, no matter what he's done to our people. And they are fools, and they're going to be destroyed with this devil. The script, and look, then they have a chick that got on after him and said, wrong, I object, LOL. Excuse me, I defer. The suspect did follow his spouse, but the sheriff was married, and he was on the clock at the time seeing this ma'am's female. Let's say crime of passion. The man confronted him after he made sure prior to. All right, so she was being sarcastic, saying it was a crime of passion. The cop was on duty fucking his wife. All right? All right? And that's the type of things they say when they kill us. All right? That's what they do. These are the things they say. These are the things they do. Not gonna read all that shit. All right, this is Netshemar Yasharala. And it says, all right, this is somebody that know their nationality. We need to be on that jury. That's all we need to start doing as black people. They charge us, some of us get on the jury, and he walks, period. Nah, you don't. All right, this guy going off. We don't want to use their system at all, man. All right, you go on their jury. I mean, what you mean? And you come up with a judgment in this society that could get overturned. The judge them could find a technicality and overturn it and let the guy out. All right. So that's not how we're gonna do things, man. We're not going to their penal system. We're not going to their courts. That's not how we're gonna deal. All right. We're going to do them as they did us. Our great king. We're going to hold court with our great king, man. That's the problem. You want to go to their courthouses and think you're going to find justice there. It's an unjust court. Those are unjust balances, man. That court system on the so-called white man's court system. You're not going to find justice there. Though, just because those guys that happened in New York, the City Park 5, whatever they call that shit, that's not justice. You've been in jail 14 years, probably done got raped and sodomized, and you come out, they give you a few $1 million. That's not justice. What happened to you is supposed to happen to the people that threw you in there. That's justice, an eye for an eye. All right? Reparations, that's true reparations. Then somebody else put on here, yes, his music was too loud. These are reasons they kill us. So look, and this is all Judah in here talking this shit. One of them for 100 of us. Way to go. Then somebody else put divine justice. All right? Then somebody else put facts. All right? Then you got a demon right there, so-called white man in his right spirit doing what he created to do, and say, damn, I was hoping to see black guy get killed. Somebody else put thank you. Somebody else put fuck the police. And then somebody else put, oh, it's out of control when it's them. Yeah, when the rabbit got the gun, it's out of control. But when they killing us, it's not out of control. These are the things that's going on, man. Our people are waking up. Our people are waking up. Somebody else put that white piece of shit got what he deserves. right? If somebody says, shut up, nigger, I will punch the black off you, all right? And they doing what they supposed to do. It's sad that these devils never change their stripes. They always been who they are, and our people cleave to them and love them. All right, now our people waking up. Somebody you can say that Gandhi shit, Gandhi was a fool for someone else. They always abuse their power, so it's bittersweet to see the tables have turned, all right? So people on the comment board is waking up and getting in their right spirit, man. They want recompense. They want revenge, all right? Our people are seeing that the so-called white man is our enemy. He's the devil the Bible speak of, man, all right? But they got to still come to knowledge, like majority of our people going to fight cornerly and this devil's going to annihilate them, all right? So what we're here to teach is you don't pick up a gun and go kill this devil. That's not how we're going to do things. I'm going to get Zechariah. No, Zechariah or Zephaniah. This is Zephaniah 3 and 8, and it reads, therefore wait upon me, saith Yahweh, all right? He don't say take matters into your own hands. He say wait upon him until the day I rise up to the prey. See that guy, anywhere it go, he about to get fried in an electric chair. They probably gonna torture him. As I'm doing this sit down. Probably not gonna feed him, probably not gonna give him water. They might, if they do, they'll piss in his water. Those cops are dirty. All right? They'll probably put his ass in somewhere where a bunch of Aryans are, with nothing but Aryans in there, and they're gonna crowd him and sodomite him and shit. All right, so he's not doing things according to knowledge. So it wasn't expedient to go get a gun and shoot him. All right, he's supposed to wait up on Yahweh Shema Shah. For my determination is to gather the nations. The Most High gonna gather all these nations that came against Jerusalem, that I might assemble the kingdoms to pour upon mine indignation. All right, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be divided of the fire of my jealousy. All right, that's what we waiting on, man. We waiting for our great king to come back, because he got to get recompense first. They killed him first. They did it to him first. All right? That's what a man of the Lord is going to do. So we're not advocating violence. We're not advocating picking up a gun and going to shoot people, man. All right, that's off. He was going off. But all right, at the end of the day, 2/3. So that's what the 2/3 is going to do in this last day. And our people are Sodom's children. You can't fight against this devil carnally. This devil has an army. All right? He's organized. He has the highest technology when it comes to weaponry. If you rise up against this devil, he don't even have to send out manpower. He don't have to send out guys in MREPs, cops in MREPs, and armored trucks and tanks. All he got to do is just fly drones over wherever you are, you congregate, and drop bombs, man. That's it. So that's why our weapons of warfare are not carnal. That's not how you're going to take down this devil, all right? You got to be spiritual, okay? But it's good to see our people waking up and knowing who our enemy is, all right? Scriptures say never trust thine enemy. So it's a forward progress to see that we're waking up, because the majority of our people are coons, man. All right? This white man, so-called white man, can do everything unseemly to us, and they just love him. They just love him, man. I've been vain jangling too much. Let me get some scriptures, all right? All right. Where's that? Ephesians. Where you at? There you go. I'm going to start at verse... All right, this is what I want. This is how we supposed to fight this devil. Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right, this what this guy was supposed to do. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, and spiritual weaknesses in high places. The so-called white man is consumed by left-handed powers. You fighting him is not how you're going to bring him down. Fighting those spiritual principalities. And you have to fight them spiritually first, all right, before you take him down physically. All right? So the scriptures say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, all right? All right? Our weapons of warfare are not carnal, all right? But they're spiritual for pulling down strongholds, all right? And this is what the scriptures say. Wherefore take on the whole arm of your house, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and have done all to stand. See, our people that's been, taking up guns, knives, and so forth, in the evil day, they're not going to be able to withstand this devil's onslaught. In that day, you should be running and calling out to Yahweh Shema Shah to defend you. When you bear arms, talking about you going to get a militia group and you going to defend your neighborhood, man, all they need is one fucking pocket nuke. Or they don't even need that. They don't even have to go nuclear on their ass. They can just do what they did to Gooks during Vietnam. All they got to do is just drop napalm on whatever hood you claim it, and they could annihilate the whole fucking block. Man, look at Libya. Look at Iraq, man. They unslaughtered a whole fucking nation, man. Skyscrapers and shit. So how much your neighborhood? Fighting this devil corner is not going to get you anywhere, man. All right? So our weapons of war are spiritual, man. All right? It's spiritual. So with that, I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh Shema Shah. We give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, sincere I can push this truth across the four winds. Kwam Yasharala Abba Abba.